Lovely viewers, you are most welcome to English Lessons Online. Overview of Wassce Oral English Test. The Wassce Oral English Test is made up of 60 objective questions, that is multiple choice questions. The test is divided into 8 categories. Each category comes with an instruction. It is therefore important for us to make sure we follow every instruction that comes with each of the categories. Techniques for Test 1, Test 2, and Test 3. Test 1, 2, and 3 has to do with the 3 basic sounds: initial sound, medial sound, and final sound. These are the 3 basic sounds. Initial sound. It is the first sound that is produced when pronouncing a word. It is the first sound that is produced when pronouncing a word. Here are some examples. Example 1. Class. The initial sound is k. Glass. The initial sound is g. Sit. The initial sound is s. Pan. The initial sound is p. Medial sound. This is the sound produced in the middle of a word. Here are some examples. Sheep. The medial sound is E. Sheep. The medial sound is E. Pet. The medial sound is E. Final sound. The final sound is produced at the end of a word. Here are examples. Class. The final sound is S. Sheep. The final sound is P. In pet, the final sound is T. Tip. Make sure you check the differences among the words pronounced in terms of their initial, medial, and final sounds. Try the following with me. Number 1. Nap. The word I read was N-A-P, nap. Number 2. Dart. The word I read was D-A-R-T, dart. Number 3. Pay. The word I read was P-A-Y, pay. Number 4. Murk. The word I read was M-U-R-K, murk. Please proceed to practice Test 1.
Now, get ready to answer the rest of Test 1 on your answer sheet. Start at number 1. Number 1. Barter. Number 2. Hut. Number 3. Curse. Number 4. Bought. Number 5. Later. Number 6. Fill. Number 7. Look. Number 8. Done. Number 9. Steer. Number 10. Road.
Test 2. Listen carefully. In this test, there are 3 words to a line. I'm going to read 1 word from each line. Beside the word I read, there's a letter. Shade this letter on your answer sheet. Here are 2 examples. Example 1. Seeds. The word I read was seeds, seeds. So the correct answer for example 1 is B. This is recorded by shading answer space B against number 1. Example 2, bent. The word I read was B-E-N-T, bent. So the correct answer for example 2 is A. This is recorded by shading answer space A against number 2. Now get ready to answer the rest of test 2 on your answer sheet. Start at number 11. Number 11, seized. Number 12, bets. Number 13, glass. Number 14, leech. Number 15, think. Number 16, nest. Number 17, bleed. Number 18, charm. Number 19, text. Number 20, shoe.
Tips for test 4. In test 4, there are 3 optional sentences for you to choose the correct answer. Among the 3 sentences, the speaker will read one of them. So we need to pay close attention to know the actual sentence that the speaker will read. Please take note. All the words in each of the 3 optional sentences will be the same except one. The different words in the optional sentences are words with almost the same pronunciation but different spelling and meanings. Make sure you check the differences among the words pronounced in terms of their initial, medial, and final sounds. Please, if you do not know what initial, medial, and final sound means, kindly check our previous videos. Let's take some examples. Usually, this is the instruction that will be given in test 4. Listen carefully. In this test, there are 3 sentences in each group. I am going to read one sentence from each group. Beside the sentence I read, there is a letter. Share this letter on your answer sheet. Here are 2 examples. Number 1. The stress is on the word feel. The sentence I read was sentence C. The stress is on the word feel. Please take note of these sentences. These sentences are made up of the same words except one, and the different words in each of the sentences are fail, feel, and feel. When we look at these 3 words, they have the same initial sounds and the same final sounds, but the medial sounds are different. So this is what we need to observe when we are answering questions in test 4. Example 2. Which is the word? The sentence I read was sentence A. Example 3. He couldn't say. The sentence I read was sentence B. Please proceed to answer the rest of test 4.
In this test, there are 3 sentences in each group. I'm going to read one sentence from each group. Beside the sentence I read, there's a letter. Shade this letter on your answer sheet. Here are two examples. Example 1. Is that short a gal? The sentence I read was sentence C. Is just short a gal? So the correct answer for example 1 is C. This is recorded by shading answer space C against number 1. Example 2. This team has power. The sentence I read was sentence A. This team has power. So the correct answer for example 2 is A. This is recorded by shading answer space A against number 2. Now get ready to answer the rest of test 4, your answer sheet. Start at number 28. Number 28. The fight was delayed. Number 29. He said feast. Number 30. They wouldn't pay. Number 31. He sells chips. Number 32. The word I spelled was lasts. Number 33. She's giving it up. Number 34. It's not a bother.
Wassce Oral English Test 5. Tips for Test 5. Test 5 is about rhyming scheme. In Test 5, the word you will hear does not appear on your word list. That word only rhymes with one of the words on the list. Choose the word that has the same medial and final sounds with the word pronounced by the speaker. Here is an example. The speaker may pronounce the word rent, but in the options you may have the following: set, sketch, scent, pet. Can you guess the correct answer? The correct answer is scent, because it has the same medial and final sounds with the word rent. Here is another example. The speaker may pronounce the word dine, but in the options you may have line, sing, same, yen. The correct answer is line, because it has the same medial and final sound with the word dine. Now get ready to answer the rest of test 5.
Test 5. In this test, the word you will hear on the tape does not appear on your word list. This word only rhymes with one of the words on the list. Example 1. Listen to this word, pet. Which one of the 4 words in example 1 rhymes with pet? The correct word is set. The other words do not rhyme with pet. The letter written against set is C, and this is recorded by shading answer space C against number 1. Example 2. Listen to this word, sing. Which one of the 4 words in example 2 rhymes with sing? The correct word is wing. The other words do not rhyme with sing. The letter written against wing is D, and this is recorded by shading answer space D against number 2. Now, get ready to answer the rest of test 5 on your answer sheet. Start at number 35. Number 35. Belie. Number 36. flasks. Number 37. Reprimand. Number 38. Goes. Number 39. Dirt. Number 40. Leered. Number 41. Button. Number 42. Break.
Wassce Oral English Test 6. Test 6 focuses on questions and answers. The answer will be read by the speaker for you to select the appropriate question from the options lettered A to C. Note that the responses or answers that will be given by the speaker contain a stressed word. The stressed word is simply the word that is pronounced with some amount of breath forced to differentiate it from the other words. We therefore need to pay attention to identify the stressed word. Tip 1. In the options provided, choose the one that does not contain the stressed word. For example, one of the speakers may say, "He borrowed my newspaper." The stressed word is borrowed because it was pronounced with some amount of breath forced to differentiate it from the other words. Now let us look at the options. Who borrowed your newspaper? Did John borrow your newspaper? Did he steal your newspaper? The correct answer is C, because it does not contain the stressed word borrowed. Tip 2. There are instances where the stressed word is not found in all the three options. This does not mean the answer is not available. In this case, you need to consider one of these. What, whose, which, where, when, and who. Choose the one that corresponds with the speaker's statement and the stressed word. For example, the speaker may say, "Jason has gone to the park." The stressed word here is clearly the park. Here are the options. Where has Jason gone? Is Jason gone to school? What has Jason done? The correct answer is A, because it contains the appropriate word that corresponds with the speaker's statement and the stressed word park. Now, get ready to answer the rest of Test 6.
To hear some questions and answers. The questions will all be different and the answers always the same. You have to choose the one question which goes with the repeated answer. Here are two examples. Example 1. Who borrowed your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
Did John borrow your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
Did he steal your newspaper?
He borrowed my newspaper.
The correct answer is C, because
He borrowed my newspaper.
answers the question.
Did he steal your newspaper?
This is recorded by shading answer space C against number 1. Example 2. What is the capital of Britain?
London is the capital of Britain.
Is London the city in Britain?
London is the capital of Britain.
What country is London the capital of?
London is the capital of Britain.
The correct answer is A, because
London is the capital of Britain.
answers the question.
What is the capital of Britain?
This is recorded by shading answer space A against number 2. In the test which follows, you will hear only the answers. The questions will not be read. Now get ready to answer the rest of test 6 on your answer sheet. Number 43. He spoke to me this week. Number 44. Jane always frowns. Number 45. Sam has often made that mistake. Number 46. We found the burglar inside the room. Number 47. Anna has forgotten my address. Number 48. Saturday is a great day for sales. Number 49. The First Lady gave a speech. Number 50. Claire went to the beach yesterday. Number 51. Ike plans to visit Kumasi tomorrow. Number 52. The pastor taught that before.
Wassce Oral English Test 7. In Test 7, you will hear a short conversation between a man and a woman. The candidate is expected to detect which of the speakers in the conversation is rude or polite, angry or not angry, certain or uncertain. Test 7 focuses on intonation. Intonation refers to the rise and fall of a person's voice when speaking. Candidates should therefore take note of the rise and fall of the speakers' voices when answering questions in Test 7. Tips. First of all, when the voice of any of the speakers falls, it means that he or she is sure of what is being said. I take that again. When the voice of any of the speakers falls, it means that he or she is sure of what is being said. For example, when the speaker says, "He said the exercise was well done," there is a fall in the voice of the speaker. He said the exercise was well done. This means that the speaker is sure of what is being said. But when the voice of the speaker rises suddenly, as if the person is asking a question, then the speaker is not sure of what is being said. In other words, the speaker is uncertain or doubtful. For example, "He said the exercise was well done." In this case, there is a rising in the voice of the speaker. So this implies that the speaker is not sure of what is being said, or the speaker is uncertain, or the speaker is doubtful. When one or both of the speakers' voices are rough, it means that he or she or both of the speakers are angry, rude, disrespectful, or impolite. For example, the speaker may say, "Give me a cup of water." In this case, the speaker's voice is rough and therefore the speaker is rude, disrespectful, or impolite. But when the voice of any of the speaker is soft, then he or she is polite or respectful. For example, "Please give me a cup of water." Let us take some more examples. "He proudly displayed our culture." He did. Both are certain, so the correct answer is C. Example 2. Dan is crying. He is. The correct answer is B. The woman is not sure, but the man is, because there is a fall in the voice of the man, but there is a rise in the voice of the woman. Please proceed to answer the rest of test 7.
Test 7. You're now going to hear some short conversations. After each conversation, read the 3 statements on your question paper and decide which one of them is correct. Shade the appropriate space on your answer sheet. Here is an example.
He said the exercise was well done.
That's what he said. Both are doubtful as to whether the exercise was well done. The correct answer is therefore statement C. This is recorded by shading answer space C. Now, get ready to answer the rest of test 7 on your answer sheet. Start at number 53. Number 53.
Kofi and Amma are going abroad.
They are. Number 54. Pass me the sugar, please.
Have it.
Number 55.
The play was interesting, wasn't it?
Was it? Number 56.
Akuto will win the election.
Surely.